Small city doesn't grant document. Rather, you have to. Hello, welcome back to watch this video. I hope you're doing fine. Thank you for stopping by to watch this video. So guys, this is a quick video and it's also a lesson to so many of us here living in France. I want to quickly share this information so it can help someone out there if you're living in France. So there's this normal saying or thinking of our people, or especially our Nigerian people living here in France. They normally say if they live in big city that it's hard for them to get documents. So they prefer to go for the smaller city. They prefer to stay in small city. But today I'm here to say that it doesn't matter the city you're living before they will give you document or before they will grant your asylum. What will give you document is the story you give to them, is the story you put out there. Not just the story, but how you talk the story, how you express yourself, how you make them feel your story. So you living in a small city or living in a big city doesn't give you the advantage of getting a document. The truth is that most people will say if they have opportunity to stay in big city or the bigger city, they will not take it because they want to go to a small city. Because they already have this mindset like if you go to a smaller city, that's where they will answer you. Some will say if you go to a small city, because of the city is small, they have few people to attend to. Yes, if you go to a small city, the pressure there, the city is not congested just like the bigger city, and the process there will be faster. That's one of the advantage. The process there will be faster in a small city compared to a bigger city. Because in a big city, we have a lot of people. Before it will get to your turn, you have to wait for years, for months. So now, you going to a small city doesn't give you the advantage or the upper hand of getting a document at all. It doesn't. You still have to follow the normal procedure. So why I'm making this video is that you shouldn't just focus on, okay, when I go to a small city, they are going to grant me my document then. No. You still have to put in the works. Same with someone who is in a big city. The only difference is that when you go to a small city, the process might be faster there because they have few people to attend to there than the bigger city. So if you go to a small city, you have to also do the thing that people in big city are doing. Do the necessary things. Follow the necessary process. And in general, you have to tell your story very well. Don't just go there, say it like you wrote it in the book. No, you have to represent your story. You have to let them know that this is my story. This is what I went through. Just like you're watching movie, you see how everybody carry out their script well. This is your story. You have to tell it like it is your story. It is your life. You make them feel the whole pain, the whole joy you felt in that story. You just have to share your story, because one thing I know in this life is that no one can share your story for you. You alone can share your story and make people understand your story. So when you go for your commission, you have to express yourself. Say it in a language that they will understand. That is what is going to help you, not small city. Small city doesn't grant document. Rather, you have to put in the works. You have to put in the necessary things that it's necessary when you go to commission. That's it. So there's this woman I know that they gave her a house in a big city. She decided that she doesn't want to take it because our people has already filled her with information that when they give you house in a small city, don't take it. It's better for you to go to a small city. So she tried to give them some excuse and all that. They finally changed it for her, because normally it's hard for them to give you a house and you reject it. It's very, very hard. So they finally changed the house for her and they transferred her to a smaller city, and they transferred her to a smaller city here in France. When she got there, she was hoping that things will move faster and everything will be okay for her in the small city. But reverse became the case. When she got to the small city, the social they gave her there doesn't understand the process. And one thing about this small city, most of them doesn't know more about this asylum process. I'm not saying all the small city, but most of them, because most of them they are not used to asylum process and all that. So You going to that city, also have it in mind that you might meet someone, you might meet a social that knows the job very well, because not all social know the job, because some of them, they are just new to the game and they are trying to learn as well. So when this woman got to the small city, the social they gave her there is not used to this kind of job, the ASEE process. They have to start afresh. They have to start afresh, trying to even explain some of the things to the social. But to cut the long story short, after the first commission and the second one, she didn't get the protection she was hoping to get. And she has left the former association, the big city where she was living before. And those people, they were helping her very well. They were helping her very well, but because of wrong information she got, she tried to work her way to smaller city, and at the end of the day, it cost her a lot because she wasn't granted the asylum process. So right now, I'm trying to let most people know that it's not about you going to a small city or staying in a big city. Just have it in mind that you have to put in works, because sometimes they might even give you a social, both in small city and big city, that doesn't really know much about the work. So you on your own, you have to work on yourself. Get information from the right people. Make move. Don't just sit at a place waiting for them to even call you for an appointment, waiting for your social to call you that you have to do this, you have to do that. No. You have to put in works. You have to ask information. If you know anyone that have gotten their own protection, you have to ask them, like, how did it go? Get more information and try to know what you're supposed to do. That's just it. Because here in France, most people, they just sit down at home waiting for their social to tell them, you have to do this, you have to do that. And what I've noticed about most of the social, they will just be looking at you. If you're looking at them, they will be looking at you as well. But if you make move, ginger them, give them like, okay, what am I supposed to do? Ask question. You will see they will be working with you in a right way and the way that is going to favor you. So that's it for this video. I just want to let you guys know that if you're living in France, try to make effort for your document. Don't just have this mindset that if you live in a big city that they won't give you your document, or it's better for you to go to a small city, that's where they're going to give you your document. No, everything boils down to you putting in works, you telling your story on the day of your commission, you expressing yourself in the right way. Don't just go there to cry or feel pity for yourself. No, you've gone through a lot, but you have to keep that aside. Put it in mind that you really need this document and you really need to tell your story in a proper way that they will understand. Because most of our people, they go there. I've seen in a situation where we say they are telling their story, but the people doesn't understand them. And I know some of the interpreter can be very, very complicated, because some will try to put fear in you. That's if you're telling your story, and they did it to me as well, but I came out. I came out. So when you're telling your story, don't let anyone put pressure on you. If they ask you a question that you don't understand, try to calm yourself down, because I know it can be really, really tense. Try to calm yourself down and answer the question in a proper way that you know that they will understand you. But in everything, try to express yourself very, very well. Don't have this mindset that going to a small city will give you document, or staying in a big city will not give you document. No, wherever you are, you can get your document in France. Just keep your head straight, know the right thing to do. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Kindly follow the page for more content, and also share to your friends. And if you know anyone who is living in France, share this information to them. It can be of help to someone out there. I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.